in the sprawling, often chaotic universe of the internet. Some stories are so strange, so intricate, they blur the line between reality and fiction. They begin with a single, seemingly insignificant post and spiral into a global conspiracy that has haunted online detectives for over a decade. This is the story of LakeCityQuietPills, a tale that starts with a dead man's last words and ends in a luxury hotel room thousands of miles away. It's a journey into the darkest corners of the web, where hidden codes, shadowy assassins, and real-world consequences collide. Our story begins in October 2008. On Reddit, a user known only as ReligionOfPeace makes a final cryptic post. To the casual observer, it's just another message lost in the digital noise, a farewell from a troubled soul. He was an older man, a veteran, and his posts often carried a world-weary tone. But buried within this last message, invisible to most, was a digital breadcrumb, a hidden comment in the website's code, a technique known as steganography. This wasn't just a goodbye, it was a dead man's switch, a final piece of a puzzle he was leaving for the world to solve. For years it lay dormant, a ghost in the machine, waiting to be found. Years later, a new generation of internet sleuths, fueled by curiosity, stumbled upon it. These digital detectives, spending countless hours staring at screens, began to unravel the threads. They found the hidden HTML comments not just in one post but in several. And within this code they discovered a chillingly repetitive phrase, quiet pills. The term was linked to a bizarre, archaic-looking website. What were these quiet pills? The name itself was sinister, but the truth was far more terrifying. The website was a front, a grotesque catalog of death. Each pill was listed with a set of GPS coordinates, a date, and a price. The language on the site was cold, corporate, and devoid of emotion. It described services, assignments, and confirmations. It was a marketplace, but not for goods. It was a service provider for assassination. The analysts who have studied this case believe this was a hub for a network of freelance hitmen. The website was the assignment board, the quiet pill was the target, and the price was the payment for a life. The level of operational security was immense. The site was designed to be untraceable, a digital phantom that connected shadowy clients with unseen killers. The Reddit detectives, now deep down the rabbit hole, started plotting the data. They took the GPS coordinates and the dates from each quiet pill listing and put them on a world map. A horrifying pattern began to emerge. The coordinates weren't random. They pointed to specific locations in cities across the globe: Belgrade, Serbia, London, England, Cairo, Egypt. Each pin on the map was a potential life extinguished, a story silenced. But for a long time, these were just points on a map, disconnected from verifiable events. They were unsettling, yes, but they remained within the realm of a very elaborate, very dark internet hoax. There was no concrete proof, no body, no real-world link to confirm their worst fears. That is, until one quiet pill listing aligned perfectly with a high-profile international incident that shocked the world. The date was January 19, 2010. The location was Dubai. The target was Mahmoud Al-Mabhouh, a senior Hamas military commander. He was found dead in his room at the Al Bustan Rotana Hotel. The official cause of death was initially believed to be natural causes, but the Dubai police were suspicious. They launched one of the most sophisticated investigations in the city's history, reviewing thousands of hours of CCTV footage. What they uncovered was a plot straight out of a spy thriller. They used a muscle relaxant to paralyze him before suffocating him with a pillow. The Dubai police released the footage to the public. The world watched as this ghost team moved with professional detachment through the hotel lobbies and corridors. They wore disguises, wigs, fake beards, even tennis outfits to blend in. They communicated using a sophisticated encrypted system. Within 72 hours, almost all of them had left the country, vanishing as quickly as they had appeared. The world's intelligence agencies, including Mossad, were immediately implicated, though Israel has never officially confirmed its involvement. The assassination of Mahmoud Al-Mabhouh became a major international scandal, and back on Reddit, the online detectives watched in stunned silence, because one of the quiet pill listings on that dark website matched the event with terrifying accuracy. The GPS coordinates pointed directly to Dubai. The date matched the day of the assassination, and the price listed was staggeringly high, fitting for a target of this importance. Suddenly, the conspiracy was no longer just a theory. The digital breadcrumbs left by ReligionOfPeace had led them to a real-world political assassination. The connection was undeniable and horrifying. It suggested that ReligionOfPeace wasn't just some random internet user. He was connected to this world. Was he a handler? A disgruntled operative? Or was he one of the assassins himself, a member of the very network he was now posthumously exposing? This is where the story fractures into 1,000 different theories. Who was ReligionOfPeace really? His online persona suggested he was a US military veteran, possibly special forces, who had become disillusioned. Some of his posts hinted at a life spent in the shadows, carrying out missions he could never speak of. He seemed to be a man haunted by his past, and the LakeCityQuietPills website might have been his final confession. Was he trying to expose the network that he was a part of? Was the dead man's switch his way of ensuring the truth would come out, even if it cost him his life? And what about the name of the website itself? Lake City. Investigators traced this back to a real place. Lake City, Washington, home to a large ammunition plant during World War II. It's a place associated with weapons and defense contracts. Was this a clue, a nod to the military-industrial complex that ReligionOfPeace felt had betrayed him? Or was it just another layer of misdirection in a game filled with them? The questions are endless, and the answers are buried deep. The original Reddit threads still exist, preserved like digital artifacts. They are a testament to the power of collective online investigation, but also a chilling reminder that some corners of the internet are tied to a reality far darker than most of us can imagine. The legacy of LakeCityQuietPills is a complex one. For some, it's the ultimate proof of a shadow government and clandestine operations happening right under our noses. For others, it's one of the most elaborate and compelling internet hoaxes ever created. But the connection to the Al-Mabhouh assassination is a powerful anchor to reality that is difficult to dismiss. Whether ReligionOfPeace was a real operative or a masterful storyteller, he created a puzzle that continues to captivate and disturb. It forces us to question the boundary between the screen and the street, between a cryptic post and a covert operation. The trail may have gone cold, but the ghost of ReligionOfPeace and his quiet pills still lingers, a whisper in the code, reminding us that sometimes the most terrifying conspiracies are the ones hiding in plain sight. Thank you for watching. If you found this dive into the digital abyss compelling, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the internet's greatest mysteries. January 19th, 2010. A lavish hotel in Dubai. Mahmoud Al-Mabhouh, a senior Hamas military commander, walks down a quiet corridor and enters his room. It's a routine trip for him, but this night is different. He's been followed, watched. Every move he's made since landing has been tracked by a team of phantoms. Inside his room, the final act of a meticulously planned operation is about to unfold. He won't be checking out alive. The official story that emerged was a masterclass in covert action. Dubai police released stunningly clear CCTV footage showing a large, highly professional team, their faces disguised by wigs, hats, and glasses. They used fake passports from multiple European countries. The method of assassination was clean, almost clinical. A muscle relaxant was injected, followed by suffocation, leaving minimal traces and making it initially look like a natural death. The world pointed its finger at one agency known for such audacious operations, Israel's Mossad. It was a classic tale of international espionage, a ghost story played out on the world stage. But deep within the internet's labyrinth, another far stranger story was about to break the surface. Years after the Dubai assassination faded from the headlines, a group of online sleuths, digital detectives on Reddit, were digging into an unrelated internet mystery. They were investigating a bizarre memorial website for a man known only as ReligionOfPeace. This man had died under mysterious circumstances, and his memorial site was a rabbit hole of strange coded messages. As they dug, they stumbled upon something that sent a chill down the spine of the entire online community. It was a post made by the deceased user ReligionOfPeace on an obscure message board. The post was cryptic, a seemingly random string of information, but the details were terrifyingly specific. It mentioned something called a quiet pill. It listed a set of GPS coordinates that pointed directly to a luxury hotel in Dubai, and it gave a date, January the 19th, 2010, the exact day and location of Mahmoud Al-Mabhouh's assassination. The discovery was explosive. On one side of the screen, you had official news reports detailing a high-stakes intelligence hit. On the other, a post from a dead man on a fringe corner of the internet, seemingly predicting or describing the event using coded language. The online world erupted. Was this a leak? A brag? Was ReligionOfPeace an insider? A member of the hit squad who broke protocol? The post was a digital ghost, a breadcrumb left in the virtual forest that led back to a real-world killing. Accusations flew, theories multiplied. Some believed it was an elaborate hoax. Others were convinced they had stumbled upon a shadow network of government-sanctioned assassins, operating through the dark web, with ReligionOfPeace as one of its foot soldiers. The line between a conspiracy theory and a documented conspiracy had just been irrevocably blurred. So who was ReligionOfPeace? Who was this man who seemed to hold the key to one of the decade's most infamous assassinations? The internet detectives pieced together his digital footprint. He was an older American man, a veteran with a background in special operations. His online persona was that of a hard-nosed, experienced mercenary type. He spoke of his skills, his past missions, his contacts. He seemed to be offering his services, but not for just any job. The jobs were for wet work, a chilling euphemism for assassination. The ads he seemed to be answering, posted by an anonymous figure known only as the Handler, were for quiet pills, a code name for these deadly assignments. Was ReligionOfPeace a whistleblower, trying to expose this dark network before his own death? Or was he simply a rogue agent, a pawn in a much larger game, who got careless and left a trail after his mission was complete? His life was a puzzle, and his death only deepened the mystery, turning him from a person into a legend of the dark web. While the internet was focused on ReligionOfPeace, the more terrifying truth was that the machine behind him was likely still running. The entity known as the Handler remained a ghost. This anonymous figure was the puppet master, posting the assignments on hidden websites, communicating through layers of encryption, and managing this network of alleged hitmen. Every time investigators got close, the trail went cold. The websites would vanish, the digital breadcrumbs meticulously erased. The assassination of Al-Mabhouh wasn't a one-off event. It was just the one that accidentally broke through into the light. The LakeCityQuietPills operation, as it came to be known, wasn't just about one man. It was a system, a chillingly efficient, anonymous marketplace for murder. The Handler's invisible hand kept the gears turning, ensuring the operation continued long after ReligionOfPeace was gone. The ultimate questions remained unanswered. Who was the Handler, and why were they doing this? Here in 2026, the story of LakeCityQuietPills is no longer just a Reddit thread. It's one of the internet's most profound and disturbing modern myths. It represents a terrifying intersection where the anonymity of the digital world bleeds into real-world violence. It's a story with no clear heroes or villains, no satisfying conclusion, no justice. The case files are cold, but the questions linger. Do operations like this still exist? Hidden in plain sight on the encrypted web? Are there other quiet pills being delivered? Other missions being carried out by ghosts in the machine? The story serves as a stark warning about the darkness that can fester in the unseen corners of the internet. It's an enduring enigma, a whisper in the server racks, reminding us that some mysteries are not meant to be solved. They are meant to haunt us. Thanks for watching, and if you want to explore more stories from the edge of the digital world, make sure to subscribe.